This video finds you when you've had enough. When you have put every effort that you needed to put into, and then you still feel like you're coming up short. This is here to remind you that this is what you wanted. This is how you were aiming to go. Because we all want to be healed, we all want to be more whole. And the pathway that leads us to more wholeness and healing is through the shadow. It's through that part of us that we've been ignoring, we haven't been ready to meet yet. Because there's a reason there's that part of us, that shadow part of us that we've ignored, that we haven't dealt with. And as you find yourself right now in a deeper healing relationship with yourself, with your surroundings, with the decisions you're making for yourself, it also gives new opportunity for that discomfort to come. Hi, I'm Daniel Estevez, and I make content for clear, conscious people who are tired of the familiar, tired of the old pathways. They want a new way of being. You want a new way of being. A new way to discover what home feels like and what actual home is for you. I grew up very Christian, very religious, and as I've transitioned out of that Christian world, I've unlearned a lot, and I'm still unlearning a lot of fear-based thinking, shame-based thinking, defensive thinking. And as I begin to walk in my journey of healing and restoration on a deep soul level, we find each other together, healing on our journeys synonymously. Because the times when I think I'm alone, the times when you think you're alone, we're all in it, no matter what. Today's reminder is how we were broken is the same way we need to mend. It's kind of the idea of a kid falling off a swing set and breaking their arm. And the appropriate way to heal that break is a lot of times resetting the bone and holding it in a healing place so that as time progresses, the body can do its natural thing and heal and fuse the way the bones were meant to be put back together. But for us who broke so long ago and had to hide and had to readjust, and we never had that safe place, that never had that opportunity for healing, now we get to be broken again in new ways. And the point is now that we have the opportunity to heal. We don't have to be alone in our healing anymore. Just like before, when we broke from the people around us, the situations that happened to us, whatever happened to you that caused that little boy heart, that little girl heart, that little heart of yours to break, but then doing so in the darkness, not fully known, not fully aware of your own breaking. Now we have the opportunity to break in healthy context. A lot of the framing that I use is negative language, breaking, pain, shadow. I only want to use this perceived negative framing because there is an aversion natural to us to step away from darkness and uncomfortable and pain. And it's only if we step to where we don't want to go, that's how we can receive real healing. Not just the comfortable healing that comes through comfort. The healing that we need meets our soul in its uncomfortable state. And in our uncomfortable state is where we have new opportunity to begin to heal in a process that we never had before. Because if we're here and we're feeling it, It's because we now have an opportunity for something different. I know a lot of us live with our best foot forward, trying as much as we can to face the positive, to put our mindset in a positive framing, in a positive way. That's our goal. That's our directive. We are aiming towards positive framing, a positive healing relationship with ourselves. But we cannot ignore the negative inside of us that has been hurt and damaged. And the best way to find that catharsis is to greet that pained part of us with love and remind ourselves that, hey, you didn't break for nothing. You broke because you are worth it, because you exist, because you matter. Now there's an idea that the captain goes down with the ship. But the reality when it comes to who we are is there is no one outside of us that is worth diminishing our worth and value ever. There is no nobility that denigrates our value. There's no one in our life that we should lower our value for. And if you find yourself in a spot, in a relationship, in a place in your life where you're not certain if you're actually stepping up in worth for yourself, then my encouragement to you is now is the time. If you're uncertain, if you're on the right healing path right now, then it's time to have real conversations. It's time to have real conversations with yourself, with a therapist, with a good coach. It's time to find someone outside of your paradigm of your thoughts that can give you new reflections and new light and new awareness back towards yourself. Because the process that we need to find new light to shine into ourselves, on one hand, we can accomplish that. We have access to work through that in our own being and find new ways to shed light on hidden insecurities and pains and hurts inside of us. But on the other hand, where someone can shine light, they can do so in a way with more precision, more awareness into your soul if you are both on that level. If you're both on that frequency of depth and understanding, you can offload that responsibility to someone that you trust, to a therapist, to a coach, who is someone who is completely capable of, in love, helping you realize spots where you are unaware. A lot of the times, what we need deeply is just another perspective to realign us and help us realize our blocks, our hidden blocks. Our hidden blocks are moments of grace for us to discover. There's no animosity in the hidden block. There's no animosity towards anything that seems like an impediment on our journey, because it is all us, it is all you, it's all me. And there's no part of me that isn't worth it, that isn't worth loving. And the me that I discover that was hurt in a new way, that I never realized before, is another opportunity for me to right the wrong by loving myself the way I didn't get to before. And that's why we don't go on this journey alone. That's why we find people. That's why we're cultivating a community right here in the comments, right here with collective wisdom and understanding that we are all tapping into together. We are cultivating a community of healers, of people that aren't afraid to step into the shadow, where people aren't afraid to walk in that dark insecurity, where we can't see exactly where we're going, but we still feel that presence that calls us and directs us. We are on this journey together. There are no lone wolves. You can't do this journey alone. We need you. We need your perspective. We need your understanding. And the more effort that you put into loving yourself and stepping into your own power, reinvigorating your own voice, the more work that you do in your shadow self, all of these things that you are putting into practice is to have the greater and greater effect of loving yourself, and then that love emanates into others around you. You are the bastion of love that you didn't get. You are the opportunity to exercise out the healing pathway that needed to happen for you when you didn't have it. Now you are the creator. You are the force that creates the direction in which your love is flowing and going. We wanted the difference. We didn't get the difference. We felt discomfort, hurt, and pain, trauma, uncertainty. But the difference is how we are now. I want you to take a deep breath and repeat after me. I am the difference. And say it again. I am the difference. And as you step more and more into that depth of security of who you really are, you're beginning to discover that you have always been you, and the parts of you that were lost never were truly lost. They were just waiting to know that they were home. You are home. For those of you that want to seek a depth and a partner to walk with, I'm a coach. There's a link in the description. I'd love to start to walk that journey with you. All right. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and that you keep walking in your healing path. Bless.